Courtney gasped as a little urine began to trickle into the diaper. A feeling of warmth began to spread over the front of her padded groin. Her hands shot down, and she grabbed her crotch, trying to hold it in to no avail. Everything out all at once, and she completely soaked the front of her diapers. She lay in shock, still under her covers. She began to cry softly, not knowing what else to do. She realized she was about to mess herself, and rolled over to keep it away from her skin. Rolling over caused the pee to rush around inside the bottom of the panties, spreading eerie warmth across her skin. It was quickly turning cold, though. Courtney grimaced as her bowels began to evacuate themselves. It seemed to last for hours. She stared straight into her pillow, feeling the warm mess spread around the back of her diapers, working its way to the front. Courtney had just wet and messed herself for the first time in years. Melanie laughed at the cartoons she was watching on television, with John laughing as well. The Roadrunner was so hilarious. She laughed even harder, suddenly wetting herself from the effort. There wasn't any way to tell through the thick romper. She decided not to say anything so she could enjoy the feeling for a while. Besides, she had been bad, right? They watched TV for another hour or so, when John decided it was time to leave. "I can just walk home," he said. Melanie frowned. "How am I going to get out of the romper?" she asked. "I'm sure you'll figure something out." He smiled. She looked worried. Her mum wouldn't like this. "Bye," he said in parting. "John." She yelled to no avail. He had left. "What am I going to do? Mum is going to be pissed to find me like this." She lay on the couch, fuming at what he had done. The nerve. Especially after the oatmeal. Her stomach rumbled, the oatmeal announcing it was about to finish its trip through her system. Her mum had left for Walmart about an hour ago. She should be back pretty soon. Maybe she wouldn't be so upset at this. Melanie unconsciously filled her thick diapers as the oatmeal left her in one big surge. The only way she could tell she had messed herself was the feeling of mushy warmth inside the romper. She snapped her head around as she heard a door close. Her mum was home. "Hi honey. Do me a favor and come." Her mum stopped short, seeing her on the couch. "What are you doing, Melanie? You know you're not supposed to wear that unless you've been bad." Which apparently you've been. Her mum looked around, seeing if she had used anything she wasn't supposed to. She saw the empty Tupperware container. "I'm screwed," thought Melanie. "Did you eat your special oatmeal?" Melanie began to talk, but was cut off. "I don't want to hear it, young lady. You'll sleep locked in the crib tonight. You just wait right there while I bring everything in from the car and fix up the necessary items." Her mother walked away, leaving Melanie helpless on the couch. She shouldn't have let John put the romper on her. It was going to be a long night. Courtney stared in the mirror in disbelief. The plastic panties had swelled outward, the plastic bulging with the load inside. She looked at the diapers from all sides, trying to shift them around to move some of the mess away. It was no use though, they were loaded full. There wasn't any escaping the mess. "What am I going to wear to cover these up?" she asked. "And the smell." Courtney waddled around the room, rummaging through bottles of perfume, drawers of clothes, trying to figure out what to wear. She finally decided just to wear her cheerleading uniform. Tomorrow was Friday. It wouldn't seem too unusual. She sprayed several perfumes on herself, giving her a pungent odor, almost worse than the smell of the mess she had made. She frowned at her reflection, wiping off her smeared mascara. She realized she needed to shower, too. That'll be fun, she thought. She should have never agreed to help Melanie's mum. She felt it was only going to get worse from here.